Welcome back. Dale Myers with Student Advanced. In this video, we're going to be discussing area of a parallelogram. Now, first, we might be asking, well, what is a parallelogram? You've seen this and you've discussed these things many times before. Every time you looked at a rectangle or a square, you were in fact talking about a parallelogram. There are some other things that are parallelograms too, and we're going to talk about them. But I mentioned rectangles and squares for a reason. So let's get one here. If I ask you about this shape, and I said, how would you calculate the area of this shape? Well, you would tell me something about the area is equal to the length times the width. That's probably how you learned it back in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade. And again, I told you that a rectangle is a type of parallelogram. A parallelogram is just a four-sided figure where both pairs of sides are equal and they are parallel. So opposite sides are equal. What does that mean? Well, that means, let me change my colors here. That means that this side over here is equal to this side over here. And they are also parallel to each other. Okay. What that also means that this top must be equal to the bottom. So they are equal, congruent, and they are also parallel. So in fact, a rectangle, a square, a rhombus is a parallelogram. And you learned a long time ago that area equals length times width. Technically, what we really should have been teaching you was that the area is equal to, or another way to say it is that the area is also equal to the base times the height. We can use that for any parallelogram, and that one has key implications because sometimes we get situations like this where we have two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. Bear with me here. Close enough. It's not perfect, but you get the picture, right? Trying to get that in there. So if I said to you, what is the area of this figure? And I gave you this side, let's say this was 5, and let's say this one was 8. Well, if it was a straight rectangle, we would do the length times width. But now I told you we need the base times the height. Well, we'll just call this bottom side or the top side the base. So what we still need, what we are going to look for is we need the height. That is the height in here, okay? So we still need the height in order to solve that problem. So often, instead of giving you one side or both sides, they'll give you, just gonna quickly kind of draw that in. That's supposed to be, and I said that these two, that's what we have, all right? So they may say, well, this side is, say, 7, and they give you, say, a height. Height equals 4. Well, we know that the area is the base times the height. The base is 7. And let's say if this was centimeters we were dealing with, 7 centimeters times a height of 4 centimeters. 7 times 4 is 28 centimeters squared. So the key thing to remember about area of a parallelogram is simply that a parallelogram is just like a rectangle or square, is length times width, but we call it base times height. And we need to make sure we have the height, and this is what I didn't hammer this out. This height must make a right angle in here, a 90-degree angle that I just put in there in blue. Now, going back to rectangles and squares, well, we already have 90-degree angles. We already have 90-degree angles here. That's 90 degrees. That's 90. So that's why, the base times the height works there as well. Length times width, whenever I have a 90-degree angle, that's always going to be my height. So anyway, area of a parallelogram, simply find the base, multiply it by the height, length times width, it's all one, it's the same. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll be happy to make another video. As a matter of fact, that's where this video came from, trying to help out another person, a viewer. So my name is Dale Myers with Student Advanced. If you need any help with this topic or others, go right to studentadvanced.com. There are some worksheets. If you need tutoring, we can help you with that too, or some mentoring or coaching. We are here to serve. Take care. Until next time. Bye.